Father, thank you that this wedding day has been planned from the beginning of time.
This is representative of honor and beauty and goodness.
The two greatest days of your life is the day you're born and the day you find out why.
Uh-oh. I love it.
This is a truly special match made in heaven.
Preston, I'm so incredibly thankful to be standing here right now and to have the gift of being able to express my love for you in front of the people we both love.
We've lived a beautiful journey together and have called many places home. What I have learned is that my home is you. I love our story.
We're wired by God to be stirred by weddings. It calls to the real story in each one of our own lives, the bigger story.
So much good and so much has gone into this from the people that care about us, and we're so grateful for that. So all of our people being here at once is a surreal feeling.
There is a profound joy in a parent's heart when other people love your child. This is a famous picture in our family, and this is Preston and Abby at Hillsdale on their visit. They had probably known each other like 24 hours, and at the end of the tour, I just kind of secretly took a little picture and didn't tell anybody and tucked it away because I just felt like this might mean something someday.
We definitely caught each other's eye at the first recruiting dinner when we both were later able to admit that we kind of scrambled to get a seat next to each other.
I saw Abby look at Preston, and I was like, oh, dang. And then he turns around and sees her, and I was like, oh, dang.
Preston,
Yes, you too.
you're good. You really should.
But I see her box out like 3 other girls to get a seat next to Preston.
First impression, tall, handsome, all of the above, but quickly became friends and then best friends and then dating and the rest is history.
So from the very first moment, something special was at play here. And when Preston and Abby got engaged, I had a couple of friends, dear friends, ask me, what do you think about this? Our first kids, their first kid, asked, what do you think about this? And without even thinking, the first words out of my mouth was, I love her.
Abigail is a gem. And she's not only beautiful on the outside, she is so beautiful on the inside. Kind, thoughtful.
You are super special, and you are so sweet, and you are so smart and beautiful and wonderful. And I thank you so much that we have such an awesome connection that I will cherish forever. It's the true riches, the connection that we have, the true riches. So we have a gift for you.
Beautiful Abby, to witness how you have loved and supported Preston and to see God's goodness in bringing him a wife who will love him above and beyond what we have prayed for is the greatest gift to us as parents.
So Abby is honestly the best friend that anyone could ever ask for. She is loyal, caring, compassionate, so kind. She is so funny, extremely competitive.
This girl is a competitor. She is driven. She is a natural leader.
I just knew instantly that we'd be best friends. What I didn't know at the time was how much of an impact she'd have on my life. Meeting someone like Abby doesn't happen twice in life, and I'm eternally grateful for having the privilege of knowing you.
Abby, after meeting you, it did not take me long for me to know that you're the perfect girl for my brother. It didn't take me long for you to feel like a sister to me.
I think one thing we can all agree on is that Abby can make anyone feel welcomed, included, loved, and cared for. Because of this, one of the hardest transitions of my life was going off to college. Not because I was nervous, but because for the first time in my life, you weren't going to be there with me.
When she told me that there was this guy that she met on her college visit, who she was very interested in, I knew that he had to be someone great and just so special.
I just appreciate how sensitive and kind he is, how well he leads our relationship, and I'm just so excited to spend every moment with you.
This ring represents a promise that you make to us to help protect your heart and our heart connection. And it will someday be replaced by an engagement ring from a very special person.
Who were already praying over.
The measure of a man is the happiness of his children. And I have quite a brood. I have 6 kids, now 7, and they have blessed me so much. They're my pride and joy. And also to see the look on Abigail's face today, the smile that she has, is a measure of happiness that you can't describe. Wow. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. That's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Oh my God, thank you so much for this day. Thank you that you blessed Abby and Preston and made this day special for so many reasons. I just pray that you will give her peace and joy and a calm heart as she just enjoys the moment and takes it all in.
On behalf of Preston and Abigail and their families, we just want to thank you and welcome you to the celebration of their wedding day. I know that they're very grateful for every person to be here and to celebrate with them, so thank you.
I know many people traveled very far and wide to be a part of this celebration. I want to thank you for coming. I also want to give a special thanks to my bride. 25 years ago, almost to the day, next Wednesday, we started our journey together.
Ron, I just wanted to let you know that you are the love of my life, and I am looking forward to walking down the aisle and marrying you in just a few minutes.
I'm looking forward to seeing you come down the aisle, and I know I'm going to look right into your eyes and everybody else is going to disappear for a little bit.
Guys, I want you to just reach back into your memory, those of you that have been married, and you remember the emotions of that day.
I'm an absolute sucker when it comes to my emotions. I wear them on my sleeves. But the reason why I'm such a sucker is I love watching people's dreams come true.
Tomorrow, we're going to see similar emotions. And it's a great day tomorrow because we get to watch these two who we love get married and spend the rest of their life together.
He told us about Abby and he was like, dude, this girl's awesome. So time went by and they were apart, and I ended up asking Preston, I was like, how's it going with Abby? And he's like, dude, that's my wife.
I feel like every core memory of my life Preston has been a part of. I think that just speaks volume to the type of man that he is.
There is not a more comforting feeling in the world than to know that Abby is loved by someone who loves her unconditionally.
Abby, you look beautiful. Your comforting smile and glowing eyes are what got my attention 4 years ago, and they do so every day. After spending that weekend with you, I remember telling these guys behind me that I think I just met my wife.
Preston, you are everything that anyone could ever hope for Abby. You are such a great guy, and your character just shines through. You are so loyal, trustworthy, and just your love for the Lord really shows in everything that you do in every aspect of your life.
It's very easy to tell that Preston is an empathetic man and a man of character.
Preston, you impress me more and more every day. And I know that he is one of the most creative, fun-loving, hilarious, generous people I've ever met.
In the 4 years that I have known you, you have provided me with a sense of comfort and protection that I didn't know I needed. You have continuously made me feel worthy of love in a world where love is something that has to be earned. You have shown me what it means to be pursued by a man of God, continuously pointing me towards the straight and narrow path.
I promise to honor and respect you. I promise to make sacrifices and support your dreams and passions. I promise to comfort and be there for you always. I promise to love you forever.
Preston, it's your baptism day. Are you excited?
About 20 years ago, I realized I'd probably be standing up doing this. It's not hard because it hurts. It's hard because it's so joyous. I'm Richard Fagerl, and this is my son, Preston. He is 6.
My prayer for you, Preston and Abby, is that you draw into each other and into your Father God's arms.
When you fell into the unknown.
Together, I think we've created something and brought together something that's special, and that it is God honoring. It is holy. It is magnificent. And what I think is it's where God allows something to collide for His kingdom to be impacted.
Thank you for Abby and Preston and their family and the Shear family. Everybody represented here as friends.
God, I do ask for your Holy Spirit to indwell Preston and Abigail in profound ways, to remind them that what they're up to in marriage is far bigger than each individual or even their marriage. And to remind them that you are there to support them because this was your design. This is your trumpet to the world. I pray that they would indeed be transformed by your Spirit and by your gospel truth.
Let me wipe your tears away.
Giving life and joy to your spouse through your persistent love and sacrifice. That's where the gold is. You've experienced it. That blessing of giving, knowing that somebody's life somewhere is better because you were in it.
Let me wipe your tears away. Let me wipe your tears away.
As joyful as you are today and in the weeks to come, this is just a pale comparison to the joy that God is trying to build in each one of you and will build in each one of you.
I feel nothing but gratitude as I stand here and promise to be faithful and to honor you until the day I die. There is no greater promise or sacrifice that I will ever make, yet I feel an overwhelming sense of peace and certainty that this is the plan God has for my life. I love you, you are my very best friend, and I choose you today and every day.
I, Preston, take thee, Abby, to be my wedded wife,
To have and to hold from this day forward,
for better or worse,
for richer, for poor,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
according to God's holy word.
I pledge you my faith.
Preston and Abigail, by the power given to me as a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. It's my privilege to present to you for the first time in public Mr. and Mrs. Preston and Abigail Fagan.
Cheers to Mr. and Mrs. Fagerling.